This is Derek Chamblee, broadcasting from Chamblee, Atlanta, the next great American city, Battleground Zero, the epicenter of the 2017 civil defense of the United States of America. It's a beautiful day in Chamblee, Atlanta. It's winding up on 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Sunday, July 9th, 2017. We're on Donald Trump's our current president, Donald Trump's path. And today it's Trump path, GOEBBELS, propaganda, king of the media. And we want to focus, of course, this is another edition of CYNEWSREAL, CYRADYO, Cyber Time. We're using Wikipedia. We went to the life of Paul Goebbels, who was the Reich minister in the Ministry of Propaganda from 1933 to 1945 in Nazi Germany. But we wanted to click over and focus on one of his early pieces of work, which is quite famous. It's called Triumph of the Will. And it was produced, it was aired in 1935, reading right from Wikipedia here. German propaganda film directed, produced, edited, and co-written by Leni Riefenstahl. It chronicles the 1934 Nazi Party Congress in Nuremberg, which was attended by more than 700,000 Nazi supporters. The film contains excerpts from speeches given by Nazi leaders at the Congress, including Adolf Hitler, Rudolf Hess, and Julius Streicher, interspersed with footage of massed, my German's not so good anymore, Sturmabteilung and Stützstaffel, that's the SA and the SS troops, and public reaction. Hitler commissioned the film and served as an unofficial executive producer. I'm going to skip down now. Triumph of the Will was released in 1935 and became a prominent example of propaganda in film history. Techniques such as moving cameras, aerial photography, and use of long focus lenses to create a distorted perspective, and the revolutionary approach to the use of music and cinematography have earned Triumph of the Will recognition as one of the greatest propaganda films in history. And the interesting thing is that during this time, it says that Goebbels mastered the new medium, radio, and combined the new medium of the motion picture to basically create a tightly controlled kind of newsreel that would reflect that the entire population of Germany was really behind the party. And you may know this, that Adolf Hitler rose to power with roughly the same percentage of solid base supporters, somewhere around 35%, as our current president, Donald Trump. And after they seized power, Goebbels cranked up the propaganda machine, and this Triumph of the Will, and we're tracing Donald Trump's path to victory and propaganda, the king of media, our current president, Donald Trump. And he's developed this particular, through the social media, this particular following in Twitter, and he utilizes that to communicate with his particular base, as well as project that through his rallies and whatnot, and his followers on Twitter, that he's got widespread support, which includes his constantly saying he won the 2016 presidential election in a landslide, and we just want to remind the listeners that he won a very narrow victory in the Electoral College. And in fact, if the vote totals in Wisconsin and Florida, which we're following the story that the anti-Trump Republicans that were never Clinton, that became never Trump, that became never Clinton again, had the capabilities through the cyber world and other dirty tricks with the voter databases to flip the votes in Wisconsin and Florida. And without the electoral votes of Wisconsin and Florida, Donald Trump would have lost narrowly to H. Clinton in the Electoral College. And we know that H. Clinton won the popular vote, but that's being disputed by our current president, Donald Trump. And so, Cyber Circle Time, CYNEWSREAL, CYRADYO, this is Derek Chamblee. We're focusing on the king of media, our current president, Donald Trump, and his development of the social media for what he calls the modern president, Twitter, and we're focusing on GOEBBELS and the propaganda film, known as a propaganda film, the greatest propaganda film, one of them in history. And this is Derek Chamblee, broadcasting from Chamblee, Atlanta, the next great American city, Battleground Zero, the epicenter of the 2017 civil defense of the United States of America, CyberCitizen Network. Thank you very much. Good afternoon.